know that you can get the best nutrients out of egg sauce by adding vegetables. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Before I proceed, do well to subscribe, like and share for more interesting updates. And I really want to say a big thank you to all those that subscribed and watched my first introduction video. Meanwhile, let's dive into this video. First things first, I cut my yam, peel it and then put it inside a bowl, added water to it so that it doesn't get red. Then pour out the first water. After washing it, pour out the second water. Now I am putting the yam into the pot to put it straight to the fire. After which I'll proceed to making my veggies for my egg sauce. Now I'm going to be selecting strong tomatoes because I'll be slicing them. Strong tomatoes and strong pepper because I'll be slicing them. I think I made use of 6 or 7 pieces of tomatoes. I wash it properly, after which I grounded the pepper with hand blender. I use a hand grinder to grind the pepper because I couldn't slice it anyways, but it came out really good for egg sauce. The next thing I'll be doing is to slice my tomato into chops, like something that I can chew. I didn't make it too tiny, I didn't make it too big. A video will pop up shortly. Now this is where I'm slicing the tomatoes. I made it chunky, like so it can be chewable. I don't know if you understand where I'm going to. So after which I wash my onions, slice it to my taste. You can slice it smaller if it's what you like doing, but because it was entering my eye, I just sliced it big, not so big, but it's okay. The next thing I proceeded to doing is washing my veggies. And now I am a fan of both. I wash before I slice and I slice before I wash. Anyone can go depending on how I cut it, but for this particular recipe I washed it before I slice it because I bought them without slicing it. Now the second thing I'm slicing is scent leaf and curry leaf. Please note, you can use any vegetable of your choice. You can use spinach, you can use lettuce, you can use green, any vegetable of your choice. So now at this point I proceeded to cracking my eggs and whisking them. For this recipe I used 4 eggs. So right now I whisk the eggs. I make sure I whisk them properly. And the next thing I proceeded to doing was checking my yam. Please note, while you're prepping your veggies, do well to always check your yam so that it doesn't over soft. After which I put it in the shifter to sieve out the water. I made sure it was very dry so that it doesn't soften the one down. Then I proceeded to pour in my vegetable oil. I didn't show where I was pouring in, so I had to show the quantity of vegetable oil I poured in. Then poured in my onions, allow it to fry for like 3 seconds, then poured in my tomatoes. At this point, as you can see, my tomato is very chunky, like it is something that you can chew. I don't like it really tiny. So after which I added my pepper. After like 1 minute I added my pepper to the tomato. Then I'm going to allow it to fry together for like 5 to 7 minutes depending on the quantity of your tomato and pepper. After about 5 to 7 minutes, the next thing I proceeded to doing is adding salt, and then I added maggi. I added 2 pieces of maggi because my sauce is not so much. Then I tested, and you test at that point to adjust. So you could see that the tomato had already boiled before I pour in the egg. So after I pour in the egg, you leave it for about 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes, depending on the quantity of what you're cooking. So I checked it and then it was already done, like looking like egg. So then I turned it together. After about 1 to 2 minutes, I turned it together to make sure that it has already formed egg sauce. Then I proceeded to add in my vegetable. At this point I added my combination of ugu leaf, also known as pumpkin, scent leaf, and then my curry leaf. Please, if you cannot find curry leaf, just make use of your ugu and your scent leaf. Now look at the outcome of this. Isn't this yummy? Isn't this looking yummy? You can pair it with anything of your choice. You can pair it with rice, you can pair it with spag, you can pair it with potato, anything of your choice. And at this point I was done making the sauce, but I after adding the veggies, I just allowed it to boil for 1 minute. It's called vegetables. You don't allow it to overdone. And I was done cooking. Here's the final look, guys. Although my food almost fell, thank God. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you'll be recreating it in the comment section. Mwah.